Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabbarakathon. This preaching officer Yashala reporting to you again from boots on the ground. Another wild story just came across my desk. New Jersey anti-violence advocate shot and killed during a police response. Officials say. Police in Paterson, New Jersey. Police in Paterson shot and killed a man who was identified by members of local community organizations as an anti-violence advocate who may have been suffering a mental health crisis when officers were called Friday afternoon. That's heavy. Anti-violence activists having potential mental health issues and police shooting and killing them. It's crazy. Let me go further into the story. The shooting happened in the area of Mill and Ellison Street around 12:30 p.m., and he was rushed to St. Joseph's Regional Medical Center in Paterson, where he was pronounced dead, according to a statement from New Jersey Attorney General's office. While the office did not identify the man, Lisa Chowdhury, the executive director of the Paterson Healing Collective, identified him as Najee Seabrooks, 31, of Paterson. Damn. The New Jersey Violence Intervention and Prevention Coalition also identified him as Seabrooks and said the group was saddened by his death. Najee dedicated his life to reducing gun violence in Paterson and worked every day as a high-risk violence interventionist alongside his colleagues at the Paterson Healing Collective. The advocacy group said in a statement they have been working tirelessly for the past 3 years to bring safety and healing to the community, and Najee's death is a tremendous loss to this mission. It is deeply distressing to hear that in the midst of mental health crisis, Najee's team, his family, was not allowed to do the work they were trained to do, the statement read. When he needed his community the most, he was denied the help he required, and the police response failed him. Chowdhury echoed the coalition statement, saying Seabrooks was likely shot during a mental health-related incident. He's a young man that dedicated his life to changing his community, and when he needed a mental health response and a crisis intervention response, instead he's met with force. Chowdhury told New Jersey Advanced Media. The circumstances surrounding the shooting were not detailed by the Attorney General's office, which said it was still investigating the incident as of 7 p.m. Just late Monday, Seabrooks was part of a safety initiative at Eastside High in Paterson after a week and a half earlier, Chowdhury said. Seabrooks, who has a younger daughter, was with the Paterson Healing Collective for 2 years, where he worked with outreach and intervening with violence and mediating violence and monitoring youth, Chowdhury told NJ Advanced Media. So many young people looked up to him. He's loved his little brother, and a lot of kids that played basketball in the city looked up to him, she said. He was focused on making sure young people had mentors. He helped us become mentors to his friends that wanted to transition their life. So sad that young brothers and sisters like this go through not just mental health issues, but to be gunned down by police during a mental health crisis. They just responded with obsessive force and violence without doing anything that their departmental training provided, which is threat assessment, reading the scene, and assessing the scene. Because it might not have turned into a crime scene had they not got their guns blazing. And again, this is another problem that us Israel, Black Hispanics and Native Americans, got to deal with on a day-to-day basis. And it's so sad and disheartening, which is why we can't wait for Christ's return. Because without Yahweh Shah Mashiach, which is Christ's name in Hebrew, we're still a lost people going through captivity, going through oppression, going through slavery. And this is some of the stuff that that we need to rise above and come up out of. We gotta, as the scripture said, we gotta come up out of her. But in order to do that, we gotta come together, and not just come together, but we gotta follow the law, statutes, and commandments and judgments of the Bible. And I'll cover more in my next segment of Boots on the Ground. But this is a Yashala, and that's my time. Israel Shalom. Yahba Shem Yahba Barakatah. Reporting Boots on the Ground.